You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, let's talk about Brittney Griner here in this video. Now, Rhodes put up a video earlier today, and Brittney Griner has appealed her 9-year sentence in a Russian prison. Now, me, myself, I don't believe that this is actually going to go anywhere. She admitted to the crime, therefore, she must do the time. And that's just the way it is. You have people over here in this country that is actually still saying that Brittney Griner is wrongfully detained, even though she admitted to bringing in the illegal substance into Russia. There's also other Americans over there in Russia, and none of these vultures over here in this country are actually calling for these people to be released. None of them. Well, guys, we have another American, actually a U.S. Marine veteran, that is locked up in Russia right now. And I'm going to be honest, guys, he deserves to be there. He deserves to be there. However, he's actually been in Russia longer than Brittney Griner. He was actually arrested in January, and rightly so. Nobody here in this country is saying that he's wrongfully detained, even though he did the crime and there's witnesses. And now he's been sentenced to 4.5 years in a Russian prison. Here we go. Over here on the New York Post, Marine veteran Robert Gilman sentenced to 4.5 years in Russian penal colony. Where's Joe Biden saying that he's wrongfully detained? He was wrong. He got sentenced, just like Brittney Griner was wrong and got sentenced. However, he doesn't check all of the woke boxes. He is actually a white male, and he his parents are actually from Russia, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Russian U.S. citizen, if I'm not mistaken. I know that he actually speaks fluent Russian. It says here, a Russian court sentenced U.S. Marine veteran Robert Gilman to 4.5 years in a penal colony Tuesday, roughly a week after his conviction on charges of assaulting a police officer. Gilman was first arrested in January on a train from Sochi to Moscow after passengers complained about his belligerence. Gilman, who was drunk at the time, bruised a Russian police officer with a kick while being dragged off of the train. Gilman is one of several U.S. citizens currently serving years-long sentences in Russian prisons. The U.S. State Department did not respond to a request for a comment on Gilman's case from Fox News Digital. Quote, "This is another case that demonstrates that Americans are not safe in Russia, especially Americans of Russian descent, and especially now when the relations with Moscow and Washington are at the lowest point in history, including the Cold War," Rebecca Koffler, a strategic intelligence expert and author of the book Putin's Playbook, told Fox. Well, here's the thing. Why did he actually kick a police officer? I mean, in this country, folks, if you actually kicked a police officer, resisted arrest, guess what? You're going to get arrested here too. So he was over there in Russia. He could have just did this. Not get drunk in public and cause a disturbance on the train and not kick a police officer. He is right where he actually deserves to be. He did this to himself. Gilman is an American of Russian descent whose parents both attended Moscow State University. He speaks fluent Russian and appealed to the Russian court for a lower sentence in a bilingual speech, Koffler added. Quote, "Russian authorities prey on people like that. They're looking for Russian Americans to return to Mother Russia and to serve as propaganda props who would badmouth America and praise Russia. The Russians will likely intimidate him into cooperating with them for some anti-American activities," she continued. Well, why was he actually in Russia? I'm pretty sure he was in Russia on his own free will, just like Brittney Griner. And both of them committed crimes while they were over there. Gilman's sentencing comes weeks after the U.S. and Ukraine exchanged prisoners with Russia, securing the release of hundreds of Ukrainian prisoners of war and 2 Americans among other nationals. Russia is currently holding several American citizens in its prisons, the most high profile of whom is Brittney Griner. Griner is a WNBA star who was sentenced to 9 years in prison for marijuana possession earlier this year. U.S. Marine veteran Paul Whelan is also serving a 16-year prison sentence in the country on espionage charges. The U.S. and Russia have engaged in talks for a prisoner swap, but no progress has been announced. Yeah, Russia has not even acknowledged, well, not acknowledged, but they haven't responded to the prisoner exchange that the U.S. has actually offered them. They really don't have to do much of anything. Russia holds all the cards. But I really don't feel any sympathy whatsoever for this U.S. Marine veteran. You caused the disturbance. You kicked the police officer. What do you think was going to happen? He's doing the time right now, but I just want to expose the hypocrisy here. Joe Biden and his administration is not saying that he is wrongfully detained. They have declared Brittney Griner wrongfully detained. They are both wrong. Both of them are wrong. Now he's getting a 4.5-year sentence, and Brittney Griner is going to be doing double the amount of time because drug possession over there is really, really penalized very, very harshly. But I want to bring this to light, guys. This had just dropped like 4 hours ago. What do you guys think it is? This U.S. Marine veteran, do you believe that his sentence is just? The way I see it is, you broke the law, you need to do the time because you did the crime. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.